Have you ever met someone who does everything right? Wakes up early, works hard, spends carefully, never wastes money, and yet somehow, years later, they are still struggling financially. How is it possible that discipline, the very quality we were told guarantees success, sometimes leads people nowhere? And why do some of the most disciplined people quietly remain poor? This is a story about that question. It's the story of a man named Aaron Whitaker. Aaron grew up in a small Midwestern town where people believed in one simple rule about life. If you worked hard and stayed disciplined, things would eventually work out. His father believed it. His teachers repeated it. And Aaron believed it too. From the time he was a teenager, Aaron was known as the responsible one. While his friends stayed out late, Aaron went home early. While others spent money on clothes or gadgets, Aaron saved every dollar he could. He kept a small notebook where he tracked every expense: $5 for lunch, $12 for gas, $3 for coffee. Nothing escaped his attention. Discipline wasn't something Aaron practiced occasionally. It was who he was. In college, his habits only became stronger. Aaron studied business administration at a state university. He worked part-time at a grocery store during the evenings, stacking shelves and cleaning aisles. While many students graduated with credit card debt, Aaron left school with none. He was proud of that. To him, discipline meant safety, and safety meant stability. After graduation, Aaron accepted a job as a junior operations assistant at a logistics company in Chicago. The starting salary wasn't impressive, $46,000 a year. But Aaron wasn't discouraged. He believed that if he stayed disciplined long enough, success would naturally follow. So he did what he had always done. He created rules for himself. Never spend more than necessary. Save at least 30% of every paycheck. Avoid risks. Avoid debt. Avoid anything uncertain. Every morning, Aaron woke up at 5:30 a.m. He exercised for 30 minutes. He made a simple breakfast. Then he commuted to work an hour early so he could review company procedures before the office opened. His co-workers noticed his discipline immediately. Managers appreciated him. Aaron never missed deadlines, never complained, never took shortcuts. If a task needed to be done, Aaron would quietly stay late and finish it. Years passed this way. 1 year became 3, 3 years became 5. Aaron's life looked respectable from the outside. He had savings, he had a stable job, he had no debt, but something inside him felt stuck. While Aaron carefully followed the rules he had set for himself, something else was happening around him. Some of his co-workers were advancing faster, not the most disciplined ones, not the ones who arrived earliest or stayed latest, but the ones who did something Aaron rarely did. They took risks. One colleague left the company to start a small logistics consulting firm. Another invested in a software startup that later exploded in value. Someone else switched industries entirely and doubled their income within 2 years. Aaron watched all of this quietly. He didn't judge them, but he didn't understand them either. To Aaron, risk felt dangerous, unstable, irresponsible. And yet, slowly, a question began forming in his mind. If discipline was supposed to lead to success, why were so many disciplined people still stuck in the same place? The question bothered him more with each passing year. One evening, after work, Aaron stopped at a small diner near his apartment. It was the kind of place where regular customers sat at the same tables every week. Aaron ordered his usual meal: grilled chicken, vegetables, and a glass of water, no dessert. He was reviewing his monthly budget when an older man at the next table spoke to him. "You look like you're solving the world's problems over there." Aaron looked up and smiled politely. "Just managing expenses." The older man chuckled. "A disciplined man." Aaron nodded. "I tried to be." The man introduced himself as Victor Langley. Victor had been coming to that diner for nearly 20 years. He was retired now, but had spent most of his life building small businesses. Over the next few weeks, Aaron and Victor occasionally found themselves talking at the diner. Their conversations were simple at first: work, life, the city. But one night, Victor asked Aaron a question that lingered long after the conversation ended. "How long have you been this disciplined?" Aaron thought for a moment. "Probably my whole life." Victor nodded slowly. "And has it brought you where you hope to be?" Aaron hesitated. It was the first time someone had asked him that so directly. "I guess not yet," Aaron admitted. Victor leaned back in his chair. "Discipline is powerful," he said quietly, "but discipline alone is not a strategy." Aaron frowned slightly. "What do you mean?" Victor smiled. "Most disciplined people learn how to protect what they have, but very few learn how to create something new." The words settled in Aaron's mind like a stone dropped into still water. Protect what you have. Create something new. Aaron had spent his entire life mastering the first part, avoiding mistakes, avoiding losses, avoiding risk. But the second part, he had barely considered it. Over the following weeks, Victor shared more stories from his life. He told Aaron about his first business, a small warehouse service he started in his 30s. It failed within 2 years. Aaron was surprised. "You lost everything?" Victor nodded calmly. "Almost everything." "But then why try again?" Victor smiled. "Because failure teaches you something discipline alone never will." "What's that?" "How the world actually works." Victor explained that discipline helps people manage systems that already exist, but wealth, real wealth, often comes from seeing opportunities others ignore, opportunities that usually look uncertain at first. Aaron listened carefully. He wasn't reckless by nature, but something in Victor's perspective unsettled his long-held beliefs. For years, Aaron had assumed that discipline alone would gradually push his life forward: work hard, save money, avoid mistakes. But maybe discipline was only one piece of the puzzle. A few months later, something unexpected happened at Aaron's company. A new software platform was introduced to automate parts of the logistics process. Several employees complained about it. Some worried their roles might eventually disappear. But Aaron approached the change differently. For the first time in years, he allowed himself to ask a different question. Not how to protect his current position, but how to create something new. Aaron began studying the platform after work. He watched tutorials, read documentation, experimented with data systems the company rarely used. At first, it was just curiosity, but soon he noticed something interesting. The company had powerful data tools, yet almost nobody understood how to use them properly. Weeks turned into months. Aaron slowly became the unofficial expert on the new system. Managers started asking for his help. Departments relied on his reports. Eventually, Aaron proposed something he would never have suggested in the past. A new analytics role focused on improving the company's logistics efficiency. The idea made him nervous. It wasn't part of the original structure. It was uncertain, but he presented it anyway. To his surprise, the leadership team approved a trial version of the role. Aaron stepped into it cautiously. Within a year, the system he built helped reduce transportation costs across several regions. The company noticed. Aaron's salary increased. His influence within the organization grew. But something even more important changed: Aaron's mindset. For the first time in his life, discipline was no longer just about protection. It had become fuel for creation. He still woke up early, still tracked expenses, still valued stability. But now discipline served a different purpose. It gave him the focus and patience needed to build something new. Years later, Aaron often thought back to the conversations he had with Victor at the diner. He finally understood the deeper lesson. Discipline is like a powerful engine, but an engine without direction will only keep a vehicle running in the same place. Many people are incredibly disciplined. They save carefully, they work hard, they avoid mistakes. But if all their discipline is focused on protecting what already exists, their lives may never move forward. Real progress often requires something discipline alone cannot provide: vision. The willingness to explore uncertain paths, the courage to occasionally step beyond the safest option. Ironically, the most disciplined people sometimes struggle financially, not because they lack effort, but because they become too good at avoiding risk. They protect every dollar, every opportunity, every decision, until eventually they also protect themselves from growth. Aaron never became wildly wealthy, but his life changed in ways that mattered more than numbers alone. He built systems that improved companies. He mentored younger employees. He eventually launched a small consulting practice, helping logistics firms modernize their data operations. And the discipline that once kept his life small now helped his ideas grow steadily over time. So if you've ever wondered why some disciplined people remain poor, the answer may not be about effort, or intelligence, or even opportunity. Sometimes the real reason is far simpler. Discipline protects what you have, but vision creates what you don't yet have. And life rarely rewards protection alone. Sometimes it rewards the quiet courage to build something new. So the next time you think about success, ask yourself an honest question. Is your discipline helping you grow? Or is it only helping you stay safe? Because one of those paths leads to stability, but the other leads to possibility. If this story made you reflect on your own life, take a moment to share your thoughts in the comments. What do you think matters more for success, discipline or vision? If you enjoyed this story and want to hear more lessons about life, money and personal growth, please like the video and subscribe to the channel Life Lessons. Thank you for spending this time with us. And wherever you are on your journey, may your discipline guide you, but never limit the future you're capable of creating.